Hi guys, and welcome back to another Tech Tutor Thursday video. This week we are going to be learning how to use Transparent Language online. Transparent Language is a really cool resource that offers courses in over 100 different languages, including ESL for speakers of over 25 different languages. So this is a really awesome resource that has a mobile app companion, is completely free, and it's simple to use, and I suggest you check it out if you are looking to learn a new language. Now let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do to find Transparent Language online is we're going to come to the library's website. So here I am at cplwcho.org, and then we're going to come over here to find information, and I'm just going to click on that link. Then I'm going to scroll until I see this top link right here that says Online Research Resources, and I'm going to click on that. Now we are on the Ohio Web Library's research database page, and we are just going to scroll down until we find Transparent Language online. These are in alphabetical order, so I'm going to go nearly to the bottom. And then here we have it, and I'm just going to click on this link. You do need a library card to use this resource, so I'm going to type in my library card number really quick, and then I'm going to click Submit. After we enter our library card number, we do reach this page, and you do need to make an account to use Transparent Language online. So if you don't have an account already, you would need to come over here and click Sign Up. However, you do not need to provide any personal or identifying information to create an account with Transparent Language online. The only requirements are to select an age range. So you would say I'm 15 or younger, I'm 16 and older, or I am an adult creating an account for a child. And then you would just create a username. So when I made my account, I just made my username my library card number. You don't need to enter your name. You don't need to enter your email if you don't want to. And then the final thing you would need to provide is a password. And then you would confirm that down below. You would need to agree to the terms of use in the privacy policy, and then you would just click Create Account. So that's pretty nice because you don't need to provide any identifying information to make an account if you don't want to. But the username and password that you create, you will need those to sign in each time you go to use Transparent Language going forward. Okay, so now that I have demonstrated how to create an account, I am going to log into my account. And then I am just going to click Login. So this is what the home page looks like on Transparent Language Online. It is very simple to use, very intuitive. Everything you need can be accessed right here on this page. The first thing I am going to demonstrate to get the mobile app. I am demonstrating today on the desktop version of Transparent Language Online, but they also have a mobile version that I highly recommend because it's super convenient. So I am going to demonstrate how to get that set up first. So all you would need to do is come to the top of the page where it says Go Mobile, and I'm just going to click on that link. So that's telling me some updates. Okay, so then this is the page I want. So the mobile app is available for Apple, Google Play, and Amazon devices. And this provides you with instructions for what to do. So you would just download that app onto your phone or your device, and then it gives you your individual credentials to sign in. So it does give you a different password for your mobile app than you would use to log in on the desktop version, but you would use the same username. So here it's telling me I can scan this QR code, or I can type in my username and then my mobile password. And that is how to link your account so that you can use it on desktop or on mobile. The mobile is very convenient. To just pull out your phone and do your lesson for the day if you have a certain goal or you're working on learning a certain language. Okay, so quickly I'm going to demonstrate what the app looks like. So here we are in the App Store, and I just typed in Transparent Language into the search bar, and I am just going to click Open. So here is what the app looks like when you open it. Like I mentioned before, and as you will see throughout this tutorial, the app looks nearly identical to the desktop version, and it really makes learning a new language really easy and really convenient. Like I mentioned before, pretty much everything you need to use transparent language is right here on this homepage, which makes it really easy to use, simple to navigate, so on and so forth. But first, I'm going to start at the top of the page here, and I'm going to demonstrate how to change or add a language. So we would just come to this little drop-down arrow, and then here we can see the different languages I have already selected. But if I wanted to choose a different one, I would just click More Languages. So here we have a list of different languages offered on Transparent Language, or we could search for whatever we wanted to learn. And then if we wanted to select a language, we would just click on it. So let's say I wanted to learn Spanish. Here I have the different options. I'm just going to click Latin American Spanish. And there I've added that to my learning path. Next, we have the Go Mobile link, which I already demonstrated. And then beside that, we have the link to our profile. So if we click on that little drop-down arrow, we can log out or we can view our profile. This little bell icon shows us our notifications. So it will send you a notification if you haven't completed your lesson for today, or if you have an incomplete lesson, so on and so forth. Next, we can change the interface's language. And then beside that, we can click on this little question mark icon if we need some more help working transparent language. So when you choose a language, it automatically provides you with the lessons in order, and these appear under Learning Path. We can click on Learn here to get started with that lesson, or we can click on these three dots to see more information about that lesson, mark it as learned, share it, or to remove it from your learning path. Really quickly, I'm going to click on this first lesson just to show you what it looks like. So we're going to click on Learn. It is pretty intuitive. The lessons will walk you through pretty much anything you need to do. So right now it's saying this activity would like to use your microphone. I'm going to skip activity for now. If we come, so here it's telling me, read the prompt, listen to the sounds and choose the correct one. Click anywhere to continue. So I'm just going to click off the screen. I'm going to click pause. If we come over here to the menu, we can see the different portions of the lesson. We can see what I've completed and what I haven't yet completed. And then we can see the different words and phrases that we're learning in this lesson. At the bottom, we can mark the lesson as learned. I'm just going to click off of there. This is where it tells us how far along we are in the lesson. Over here, we have different references. We have volume, and then we have settings. So like I said, very intuitive, very simple to use, and transparent language will prompt you whenever you need to do anything. So now I'm just going to click this back arrow to go back to the home page. And then here we are back at our home page, and we can see our learning path again. We just looked at our learning path and how to open different lessons, and that is all under the Learning tab. So next we're going to move over to the Browse tab. So if we click on that link, this is where we can browse other lessons, we can browse grammar and references, as well as user-generated content. Next, we have the My Transcript tab. So this is where we go if we want to generate a transcript, which will display our lessons completed, etc. So all we would need to do is enter our dates that we have been learning our new language, the language we already know, and then the languages that we are learning, and then we would just click Generate Report. Next, we have the Resources tab. So if we click there, this is where we can find different blogs, we can find words of the day, and then we can also find social media communities related to whatever language you're learning. So that is pretty neat as well. Finally, we have KidSpeak. So this is the language learning resource for kids. So this is more interactive and it is geared towards kids language learning. So if that would be something you guys are interested in learning more about how to use, let me know. Now we are going to head back to the Learning tab. We already went over my learning path. So we can see there's a lot of different lessons there. To the left of my learning path, we have goals. So this is where we can see our personal goals. If we click on these three little dots, we can edit our goals or we can view our goal history. So that's pretty helpful. Below that, we have our learned vocab. So as we complete lessons and we learn new words, our learned vocab will expand. And then finally, below that, we have practice. So this provides additional resources for learning your new language, different games, different tests, different pronunciation practices, writing, so on and so forth. There's so many different resources. All right, guys, so that wraps up this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this and found it helpful, and I hope you decide to check out Transparent Language Online on your own. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me or stop into the library to see me during drop-in hours or by appointment. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week.